It's Wednesday, August 31st, and this is your coffee break news brief on the HAN network. I'm Kate Chaplinsky outside of Central High School right now. Lucky 13 stop on our FCAC tour. And before we hit the road again, bringing you a rundown of some of the latest local headlines, including that a Ridgefield paramedic revived an unresponsive woman at Prime Burger on Main Street Monday. The woman in her 70s was found sitting unresponsive in a chair leaning against the wall when Ridgefield firefighter and paramedic Nick Poprosky arrived on the scene. Poprosky determined that she was suffering from cardiac arrest and performed chest compressions on the floor of the restaurant and ended up reviving her, according to Fire Chief Kevin Tappy. She was not breathing and had no pulse and evidently had been that way for some time, Tappy said. After about 30 seconds of CPR, the woman became semi-alert and started moving, breathing, and talking. She basically had been dead, and firefighter Poprosky revived her. But the first responders had more work ahead of them. Along with Captain John Drake, firefighter Poprosky had to convince the woman that she needed to be taken to Danbury Hospital. Chief Tappy said it took about 20 minutes before she agreed. And the Connecticut Department of Public Health has reported a case of West Nile virus infection in Milford. The resident is between 70 and 79 years old and became ill during the fourth week of August with encephalitis and remains hospitalized. Milford's health director, Deepa Joseph, said this is the first human case of West Nile reported in Milford. West Nile virus has been identified in mosquitoes in several Connecticut locations. The Milford Health Department's mosquito control program focuses on some preventative efforts through mosquito breeding site reduction, especially in densely populated areas. That mosquito control program started in April with monitoring of the wetlands habitats, and currently larviciding continues throughout the city. And in other news today, Lockheed Martin announced on Tuesday that 150 Sikorsky aircraft employees will be laid off, with more than 100 coming from its operations in Connecticut. Sikorsky spokesman Paul Jackson said the layoffs are from Sikorsky's rotary and mission systems line of business. Jackson said, although difficult, this action is necessary to ensure we remain competitive in the marketplace, secure future business opportunities, and keep our infrastructure appropriately aligned with our customer demands. Of the 150 employees, 109 work in Connecticut, Jackson said. The main Sikorsky plant, which is located on Main Street in Stratford, is where 6,000 of the company's 8,000 Connecticut employees work. And finally, with many schools back in session this week, local and state police are reminding drivers and students to be careful. Buses are back on the roads and kids are waiting at bus stops and crossing the road, so drivers should remain alert. In Milford yesterday, a 14-year-old boy was seriously injured while crossing the road early in the morning on Bridgeport Avenue. Connecticut State Police say that nationwide 61 kids are struck by cars every day. But that does it for this coffee break news brief. You can follow all the tour action on social media and on HAN.network. We'll see you later.